Okay. This is number 4 now. In number 3 we have seen, let's go from the beginning. In number 1 we have seen these are the if clause. Remember the if clause I said in English here represents the expression of condition. So with if clause we have got 3 synonyms. If, providing that, as long as. Then in the second explorer we have seen the wish clause. Now the wish clause we said is a clause which represents regret in English. I wish I were, for example, small. Here I regret that I'm not small. I wish I were rich. For example, I regret that I were not rich. For you, I wish I worked hard and got my back exam. Here you regret that you did not spend too much time on your studies. And after you've seen advice, remember advice, had better, ought to, should. These 3 are expressing recommendations in English, and the recommendation I said is a strong advice. It means it's an advice with a warning. Be careful. It means you do this. Then we have seen in the previous video the use of so, that, and such that in a sentence. And so we use so, that, and such that. We're expressing a cause-effect relationship. We're using a cause and an effect at the same time. And the sign we're using, for example, you are so interested that you follow my videos on ethics in business. Here it's better than saying you are interested because you are following my videos on this unit. So remember, the more you use structures in English, the more your sentence is correct and have a very good mark in the exam. Now, many of you find in the passive voice or the passive form a problem. And I don't see any problem in the passive voice. Let's start from the beginning. Now, the passive voice and the active voice. In the active voice, look, they imitate products. We call this sentence active. Why? Because they here is doing the verb. So they, the subject, is the doer of the verb. So they imitate product. Now this sentence is called active. Why? Because it's the subject who is the doer. And we use this kind of sentence in a paragraph to describe, to give statements, for example, about description, about narration, and where we need really the subject. But in some sentences or in some paragraphs we don't need the subject. But we stress we need the action. For example, we write a paragraph, for example, saying how to eradicate fraud and corruption from society. Now, if you want to insist on who must fight corruption, you use the active voice. You say, for example, the government, the police, the judiciary system, the judges, all the authorities, the citizens, those who have got a real feeling of citizenship. So we use these subjects in the paragraph and we use the active voice. But if we want to describe what are the steps we should do to stop the problem of fraud and corruption in society, here we don't need who is doing, but what should be done. And here is the passive voice. And in the passive voice, it's not the subject who is doing, but here we are just stressing the action of the sentence. Now, let's start. They imitate product. It's a sentence in the active. This is an active form. An active form, why? Because it is stressing the subject. Now, look, here we've got subject, which is the doer, here the verb, and here the direct object. I say direct object, I don't say complement. It means, if you don't find a direct object sentence, they imitate now, they imitate in the factory, they imitate frequently, they imitate I don't know what. So here you need what? The action what? The direct object. Because you cannot make a passive without a direct object. So if there is no direct object, you cannot put the sentence in the passive voice. So far, look, it's very easy. Look, there's an inversion, look, let's write here direct object. Another inversion, let's write subject, and here write by. And verb, now the verb is be plus past participle. This is the rule we follow when we write the active from the active to the past. No, follow. What is the direct object? It's the product. This is the, and what is the subject? By, they becomes by them. No. I by me, you by you, he by him, she by her, it by it. Now we by us, us, not as, it's us. They by them. We will write the form later. Look, then this verb is in the simple present. Why? Because it is a standard. Imitate. This is the form of the verb without to. Imitate is a verb in the present tense. So when the verb is in the present tense, to be is in the present tense. So to be is either or is or are plus the past participle of the verb. What is the participle of the verb? Is imitated, because it's a regular verb. It's imitated. And products, we don't say we can't say is, but we say are. So products are, look, products are imitated by them. Look, starting with products, then the verb. The verb is in the present, so be is in the present. Is are. So we choose one. Look, here the noun is plural, products. So we cannot use am, and we cannot say is, because it's plural form. So it is are. So products are imitated by them. So it's as simple as that. There's no problem in doing the form in the present. Now let's see it in the past. The verb is in the past here. Look, they imitated products. So remember, we start with the direct object. So products, and we finish by them. By them, because they in the object becomes them. Now look at the verb now. The verb here, so subject, verb in the past, simple past, and product, it's a direct object. Now the verb is in the simple past, automatically to be, look, to be here, to be plus past participle. Here to be is either was or were. Look, as simple. Look, imitated is in the past, so to be must either be in was or were. Now look at the word products. Products, do you say products was? No. You say products were. So products were. Were what? Here, because it is a regular verb, so it is written as it is. Were imitated by them. Because be is in the past. Now if we had a product, you say was. Why was? Because it is imitated in the past. Here the verb is in the simple present. Now let's see what know the sentence. They are imitating product. I'm giving you just the same sentence but changing the tense just to understand the way we are converting from the passive to the active, from the active to the passive. No. They are imitating products. No, it's as simple as it is. So products, look, products, the same way, by them. Let's make a kind of, look, let's say here for example, he. And let's say here, for example, we. And let's say here, for example, I. Automatically, not I am. Look, just to make a very good understanding of the sense. No, I am imitating product. So, by, look, I becomes by me. By me. No, no. I am imitating. This verb in English is called, in the present continuous. It means it's a long action. So the long action gives us a present or a past or future continuous. Now, products by me. Now let's look at the verb. Because it's a present continuous, to be is either, look, the same way, is either are or is or are, present, remember present, plus being, plus past participle. So, products, is it products are, or products are, or products is? So products are, so are, what? Remember, being, this is the rule. What? Imitate, noting, tense. Remember the past participle of the verb. So, products are being imitated by me. This is the conversion when the verb is in the present continuous. Now, we will or we shall. In English, you can say we with I, and with we can say I will, as I can say I shall. It's not a mistake to say I will, but in both senses it is correct. We will imitate products. Let's get the same. Products, and by, remember, us. Look, us. By us. So, we will imitate products. We is a subject. Will imitate is a verb in the simple future. Remember, will, future. And direct object. So, we started with the direct object and the subject. Now, will, because will here, so in here we say will be plus past participle. So to be becomes will be plus past participle. So we say products will be imitated. Remember, imitated by us, which is we. So it's very easy. What we have got to do in the passive voice is just to learn the forms of to be in the tenses. So when it is in the present, you say I am, or he is, or they are. When it's in the past, we say I was, or he was. He was, I was, she was, he was, they were. Now when it's in the present, we say I am being. Remember, with be, I am being. She is being. He was being. He is being. Now in the past, was. So we take just and was, or where. Was or where. For example, here. I was imitating products. You say products were being imitated. Now, with the future tense, it's very easy. Will be plus past participle. So remember, in the passive active voice, you are just learning the use of to be in all the tenses. In the most common use of be in tenses, and it will be very easy to you to convert from active to passive. I hope it's very clear for you. Yes? Okay, let's do a practice. So practice, in the back exam, you've got this, practice. In the back exam, you've got this, look, rewrite sentence B to be the same as A. And here I'm not going to give you just regular verbs, but also irregular verbs. Look, 1A, let's say she makes, let's say what? Bags. Let's say she makes bags. B, no. 2, he was drawing a car. B, 3, no. It is making noise, for example. And B, 4, you will stick a picture. And B. So let's apply what we've seen in the rule of the past. Look, she makes bags. Now, bags is the direct object. Look, bags. Bags. Now, by she becomes her. She becomes her. Look, she becomes her, and he becomes by him. Please, I want you to learn these forms in your back exam. Now, in the back exam, we are more stressing the verb. But it's also useful to learn these forms of the objective form of the pronouns. Now, begs by her. Now, look, makes. Now, makes is a verb in the simple present. Why? Because it's the stem plus s. So, begs. Begs. Remember, B, you either use are, is, or are. Now, with begs, you say are. Not is, not are. Now, are what? Now, make is an irregular verb. To make, made, made. So we say bags are made. Bags are made by hand. And this is the passive voice. He was drawing a car. So remember the direct object. A car. He becomes, remember, by him. So by him. Now, was drawing. Remember this form? I'm imitating. Was imitating. This is the present, but here it's the past continuous. So remember the form. Is, are in the present, or was, were in the past. So we say the car was. Why was? Because here it's the past continuous. Was. The car, a car, was. Now, was, remember? Being. Was being. What? To draw, drew, drawn. To draw, drew, drawn. So, was being drawn. Drawn by him. A car was being drawn by him. Drawn, to draw, drew, drawn. So we must know by heart the verbs. It's if you accept me as an advice, please, this piece of advice, take your irregular list of verbs and learn 5 verbs each day, from now till the beginning of the back exam. And count the days, and you will see that every day 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, okay? So by the time you will have a very big number of verbs that you've learned. So a car was being drawn by him. Now, it is making noise. So remember noise, noise, noise. And it, remember by it. It doesn't change. It is it. So you and it doesn't change. So it, noise, and by it. Now, is making, look, was drawing, is making is a present continuous. So, Noise is, because it's present, making, being, made. The past was of to be, to make, made, made. To do, did, done. To see, saw, seen. To find, found, found. To, I don't know, freeze, froze, frozen. So, noise is being made by it. The last one, you will stick a picture. So remember, a picture. And you becomes by you. So, will. We need, remember, be. Will be. To stick. Stuck. Stuck. So, will be stuck. Stuck, okay, will be stuck by you. A picture will be stuck by you. To stick, stuck, stuck. To stick on a wall. So this is as simply as that. So remember, it's not a difficult way. So thank you very much.